Nakikita po natin ang sitwasyon sa loob ng session hall. Naka-break pa rin po ang ating mga senator judges hanggang sa ngayon. Inaantabayanan po natin ang pagsisimula muli at pagpapatuloy nitong testimonya ng City Assessor's Office ng Taguig. Maalala natin, Mark, na bago tayo nag-pause for a break ay nag-testify itong City Assessor ng Taguig tungkol dito sa mga tax declaration forms na isinumite ni Chief Justice sa kanyang mga ari-arian sa Bonifacio Ridge at sa Bellagio Tower at maging dun sa ari-arian ng kanyang anak na si Maria Charina Corona, dun naman sa McKinney Hill.
Maganda yung nabanggit ni Congressman Daza, Cathy, na mukhang ang nakikita niyang direksyon dito ay papakita daw ng depensa na natipid ng Chief Justice yung ilan sa kanyang natanggap from the government, hence some money for purchasing some items. So, kasama natin ulit si Professor Carl and si Attorney JJ. At Professor Carl, ang pagkatapos nating marinig yung sweldo ng Chief Justice, yung mga estudyante ba, mga kasama nyo sa school, nagsimula nang mag-compute kung magkano talaga yung kanyang disposable income?
Kasama namin sa class namin, sine-check namin yung lumalabas na numbers everyday. Para lang, yung maganda yung sinabi ni Congressman Daza kanina, na essentially it's an accounting lesson eh. Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. At maraming ang nakikita na pag in-overstate mo yung assets, in-understate mo yung assets, tapos in-overstate mo yung liabilities, may hindi tama yung net worth na mako-compute mo. So, dito natin nakikita na parang may tinatago talaga. Kasi una sa lahat, hindi naman kumpleto yung SALN. Tapos pangalawa, yung mga nandun nga na detalye, hindi naman pala tama. So,
Kaya ganun, ano?
And Attorney JJ, I'd also like to go back dun sa naging interview namin kay Congressman Daza. Sinabi niya na may natipid man at nilagay man ito sa bangko, ay it all boils down na sa hindi niya pagdeklaran nito. Ano nga ba yung mga hindi idineklara pagdating naman sa cash dun sa kanyang SALN?
Ang mga hindi na ideklara, ito talagang mga naipon niya, no? Yung mga bank accounts nga na nung una in-inspection ng korte, yung mga bank account numbers na medyo marami-rami no? Pagkatapos nito, nakita nga natin tinakpan lang yung dollar accounts, pagkatapos ay ang lumalabas ngayon bukod dun sa mga accounts na iyon ay may mga natipid pa pala or mga napagbentahan ng properties na sa tingin ng publiko ay hindi pa rin naideklara doon. So sa ngayon kasi ayokong humusga na may itinago talaga Kasi gusto kong marinig na hindi totoo ang mga properties na ito na nakuha niya dahil ito ay nailipat na matagal na sa ibang tao. Gusto kong marinig ito muna bago ako magbigay ng sarili kong paghusga sa mga bagay na ito.
Okay, nag-resume na po ang trial sa Senate floor. Panoorin po natin ito.
The gentleman from Taguig has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Kanina po nag-argue or nagkakalituhan po pagdating sa ano yung fair market value, ano yung mga zonal value, etc. So let me address first this question to both the prosecution and the defense. Malinaw naman po sa konstitusyon na kailangan mag-file ng SALN ang isang opisyal. Mandatory po yan. Malinaw din po sa 6713 at sa amendment na ang kailangan po natin i-file at tinanong ko na po dati to sa ating good justice Cuevas at sinabi nga po niya kung ano yung mga dapat ilagay. Dito po sa form, makikita po natin asset, liabilities, and net worth. Doon po sa one assets, A, real properties, nakalagay kind, location, year acquired, mode of acquisition, assessed value, current fair market value, acquisition cost na may land building and then another column improvements, Ang pinagtatalunan po natin ngayon, current fair market value. May I ask the prosecution first, ano po ang pagkaintindi nyo ang current fair market value at anong basis nito dapat?
Para sa amin po, Ginoong Hukom, ang current fair market value is the actual value of the property at the time that it was declared. So, for example, if the SALN is dated December 31, 2010, the current, because it's called current, fair market value should be the actual value as of December 31, 2010. That's how we interpret it, Your Honor.
So including the price of the improvements or the value of the improvements.
Yes, Your Honor. If that is indicated in the SALN, including the improvements.
Ano pong basis nyo? Bakit po yun ang interpretasyon nyo?
Meron pong definition doon sa SALN form. May I just have a second to look for my file, Your Honor.
Pakidagdag na rin po, sino magsasabi kung ano ang current fair market value?
It is
Alam po ninyo, sa ating saligang batas, ang inuutos lang ay ilista ang assets, liabilities, at net worth. Di ba? Ngayon, these are ordinary accounting terms used for hundreds and hundreds of years in accounting practice. They have a settled technical meaning. Asset, yung pag-aari mo. Sa accounting, you record your asset by its historical cost, not by its revaluation value or fair market value at a given time. So that you will know you carry these values in time for purposes of computing your taxable income when you dispose of them. Kaya, palagay ko, nalilito tayo dahil dito sa mga form na ginawa. All that the Constitution says is, list your assets, liabilities, and net worth. So naturally, for you to be able to know your net worth, you must list your asset according to the amounts that you used to buy them compared to your liabilities, and whatever is the difference between what is the difference of the asset
and liability.
over the liabilities, that is your net worth. That is the this is the accounting system. So,
may I proceed, Your Honor?
yeah, proceed.
Nandito po sa SALN form ang definition ng current fair market value. Babasahin ko po.
To be clear, Counsel, that's the old
This is the
SALN
old
form.
SALN form, particularly 1992 SALN form. Current fair market value means its actual value, that is, the fair value of the property as between one who wants to purchase and one who wants to sell it. Yan po ang definition ng old SALN form. And because there is that word current, ang aming pong position is whenever you accomplish your SALN and you date it, for example, dated December 31, 2011, then you have to place there the fair market value as of December 31, 2011.
Sino po magsasabi?
Yun pong nagde-declare kung sino po yung public official na nag-execute ng SALN, siya po dapat ang mag-ascertain.
At ano pong basis niya?
Yun pong maari pong yung acquisition cost, maaring yung mga improvements na inilagay niya, pero hindi po niya pwedeng gamitin yung tax declaration sapagkat yung tax declaration po based sa schedule of value na luma.
Para malinaw, tanong po natin sa defense. Same question po.
The fair market value, if Your Honor, please, na dapat maging panuntunan sa pagdedeklara sa SALN ng isang public official could be on the basis of the valuation made by the assessor, Your Honor. Because as we will notice, even under the Constitution nor any law, there is no definite amount there are no definite considerations that must be considered for purposes of determining ano ba ang tunay na market value. Dito po, mapapansin natin, ang involved po dito ay mga hindi lamang lupa at bahay, kung hindi condo units. And alam po naman natin, ang condo unit, minsan mataas na mataas. Kung ang acquisition, halimbawa po lamang to, 3 million, pwede pong sa isang pagkakataon ng ginawang declaration, maaaring 1 million lamang ang halaga nun. At maaaring kahit bago doon, mas mababa pa. Ang akin pong what I wanted to drive out. Well, may I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
What I wanted to drive out is, if in the preparation and submission of his statement of assets and liabilities, the public official making the same have relied on the valuation made by an official of the government, he must be in good faith. No presumption of malice could enter. And therefore, if there is no malice, then the statement of assets and liabilities, if there are errors, irregularities, infirmities, may be ordered corrected, Your Honor.
So,
what prevents
Go ahead.
what prevents the correction, Your Honor, on the part of the official making the return is if there is malice and bad faith. In other words, in order to defraud, in order to create another criminal liability, then that is where the law will set in, Your Honor, as
Tama,
not granting him the element of good
Tama
faith.
po kayo dyan. Pero kung ito ay impeachment case, in ordinary cases, tama yan, impeachment case ito. Ibig sabihin, linabag ba ang saligang batas? Meron bang pagkakamali na pinagbabatayan, pwedeng pagbatayan sa impeachment? Ano? So,
Justice-
assets, utos na, hindi utos ng batas ito, utos ng saligang batas.
Correct.
Assets, liabilities, net worth. Okay? Hindi lamang yan ang sinabi ng batas, kailangan ideklara mo at sumpaan mo na ito ang asset mo, ito ang liability mo, at ito ang net worth mo. Ano ba yung net worth? Yung net worth po ng isang korporasyon o isang tao, nababatay po yon doon sa
halaga ng asset
ng
minus,
kanyang asset
minus liability.
minus liabilities.
Opo.
At yung halaga ng asset is based for tax purposes. And we must know that the purpose of this law is for anti-corruption policy of the government. And you cannot commit a corruption if your property, you acquired it for 1 million and it's now 100 billion. You did not steal the difference between 100 million, 1 million and 100 billion. What you, if indeed committed corruption, it's only limited to the 1 million. Kaya, kailangan, ang importante yung acquisition cost dito. Alright? So, proceed.
We agree, Your Honor.
Sir President. Thank you. So, yung word po na current at yung sinabi po ng Senate President ng net worth, wouldn't that affect yung choice ng declarant kung ano ilalagay niyang interpretation niya ng current fair market value?
Kasi po, sa pagkaunawa ko, yung current baris sapagkat meron pong pagkakataon ng halaga ng acquisition, let's say, is 5 million. After 2 or 3 years, that may only be